Good morning. Today I'm going to the Cotswolds and also have a little probe into making a more sort of produced travel video. I want to try different styles of travel vlog. They're only ever for future enjoyment of myself. I'll throw them on and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun to do. But I've been watching a couple of them and I think, like, yeah, they're home movies, sure. And I like that. But I'm wondering if it may be better to do a more polished version. I wonder if it may be more enjoyable to watch in the future if it's a higher quality, higher production value piece of cinema. One thing I do want to mention actually is, for the first time since I was at Hertfordshire College doing a media course that amounted to nothing, multicam production, alright? Currently 6:30 in the morning as well, by the way. Let's see, like, the motorway's like, not bad. After demonstrating my camera's quick swap accessory and picking up a healthy breakfast, McDonald's hash brown, I drove through the town of Burford as WRFM suitably played the Harry Potter score. What is going on? And then arrived at my first location of the day, the town of Stow-upon-the-Wold. Whoa, that is fancy. I do love a shiny piece of metal. The first location is actually that conspicuous looking alleyway down there. They used to count livestock in and out of the square. Oh, because I suppose you could get one through at a time, right? I suppose you wouldn't get like 2 or 3 sheep coming through at once or whatever. To be honest, it is just an alleyway. Always better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And what better place to ask for forgiveness? Oh, hang on, no, that's a Catholic church, isn't it? Ooh. Very mystical, isn't it? Come out of the closet. This looks like where like a wizard would emerge from if they came out, you know, as a wizard. That's 2 national treasures down. Once I had had my fill of alleyways and old doors, and after I realised I couldn't assimilate with this region's opulence, what's a gillet? I chose a questionable camera angle as I drove to the second location, Broadway Tower. Ooh. There it is. That's fancy, bro. Yo, how cozy is this? Hey, yo. Yeah, it's a shame it's not sunny. It's still a good view though, eh? Oh, here, a 62-mile radius you can see from this tower, bro. What we got in here then? Whoa! That's cool, isn't it?
It is cool, yeah. The first duty would be this little piece of equipment here called the ground zero indicator. If I unscrew this, I'll show you what's in there and how it works. So, if you're gonna come closer to here, now, east is Oxford. On the top, we have this little white bit, which is the ground. Now, you can see these numbers on the side. You can get an exact location of where the bombs went off and its elevation. We had to slaughter a lot of animals, like the sheep in that field over there. And up until 5 years ago, in certain areas of England, we still tested sheep like those ones and other farm animals for radiation from Chernobyl. And that's because it was still in our soil, they were eating it. One piece of radioactive meat from a cow could kill a lot of people or injure them quite a bit, and that's why we need to be so careful with radiation.
Oh, climbing down.
On the floor, we've got old conveyor belts from the coal mines, which closed in the 60s. They gave out this booklet here called Protect and Survive.
I was absolutely dumbfounded. I didn't even know that the Chernobyl radiation reached the UK, let alone was still a problem 5 years ago. You doing all right? How's that grass taste, bro? Pick up any alpha particles? Nah, that'd be all right. All of these like bunkers and stuff were seen as important up until fusion bombs were invented. The Japanese ones were fission bombs. And I think Churchill said, like he said, oh, nuclear bombs, fission bombs are just something that we're going to have to learn to deal with going forward on the battlefield. But once fusion bombs started to be proliferated, he kind of just said, nah, that's it, knock it on the head, there's no chance. With a charming subject to nuclear holocaust behind me, I had tea and cake at the nearby cafe, wondering where the sketch of me came from and forgetting to film B-roll of me pouring the teapot until it was already empty. Then it was time for me to move on to Snows Hill Manor, personal museum of the UK's most tasteful hoarder, Charles Wade. The dude gave me an entry time. There's a window of 20 minutes to go in and control how many people go through the house at once. That must be the manor.
We're going to go and have some lunch now.
There are probably about 15 rooms open today, so there's loads to see. Charles started collecting when he was just 7. He trained and qualified as an architect. He's also got a lot of costumes because he was into costumes and drama. It's all about the display. As far as Charles is concerned, the criteria for this collection is good craftsmanship, good design and good colour. You would also possibly think he's travelled the world, but that's not correct. He started collecting in Great Yarmouth. It was at that time, 1890, a very busy shipping harbour. Each room in his view is laid out to create a different atmosphere.
Well, this was the actual house that he lived in. So the whole house was pretty much just he wanted to make his own museum, basically. Oh, what an adorable little window. That's so cute. What's the bedding? Yeah, I would have thought so. Bedroom over there, and this bathroom, which, I mean, a bit nice for the time, I suppose. Compared to what you could have had at the time. It's so basic, isn't it? What is it? Stout room. Look at this door. Look how wide that door is. Oh, wonder where that's going from. That's cool. Look, it's a 24-hour clock. Oh, this must be an aviary or something. Some sort of white bird. So that was Snows Hill Manor. Incredible place. I love the fact that the dude had a pretty basic abode and kept the giant manor house just to store all of his stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll stick it in the house. Judging by the picture of Charles Wade, I'm going to judge a book by its cover and go out on a limb and say he looked like a very difficult man. Waving goodbye to Charlie and his collection, it was time to head to the final destination of the day while there was still sunlight diffusing through the thick blanket of clouds above. The picturesque, albeit very busy, Stowe upon the water. Is it always so busy on like the weekends or is something going on?
No, it's just because weather's okay. I mean, normally now November we're sort of into low season, so this is quite unusual.
Someone's over there. Oh, I'm doing wedding pictures. Oh, I didn't know what that was that was being stretched out. It's the veil thing. Oh, it's some sort of aquatic bird. The water's clear, isn't it? Look at that. I had to christen the new camera at some point underwater. After an expensive mooch about, I decided to cap the day off with a visit to the Chestnut Tree Cafe for a hot chocolate and an odd confection they call a cruffin. Huh? It's nice. It's like a 80% croissant, right? And 20% donut. I'm gonna... I don't know what this is. 10 minutes of people watching later, and after failing to tempt the jackdaws with cruffin, they didn't notice. The time had come to return home. Tactically purchasing nuggets before getting stuck in traffic on the M25 for a change. This probably added about 40 minutes onto the journey. I made it home to find that Charles Wade's appetite for pageantry transcends even his death. Bloody hell, look at the state of that. Look, flamboyant and